welcome back to the Hannah G Knits podcast. I'm Hannah, thanks for watching. Friends, today I have a regular project update video. I'm going to be sharing my finished objects, my works in progress, and my acquisitions. I actually have all three. I know usually I only have maybe two of the three, but today I have all three and I'm so excited to share them with you all. If we haven't met, I'm Hannah. I'm a mom and a knitter, and I live in North Carolina. I share on Instagram and YouTube. I also design some patterns that are for sale on Ravelry. I also want to acknowledge what's going on behind me. There is a fort set up. If you have kids, or if not, if you've seen the Bluey episode Cubbies, my son is very into that. So we built a fort this morning, and he asked me not to take it down while he was at preschool. So I have not taken it down. I had to turn this chair around, but I'll turn it back around so the room will be back how he was hoping it would be when he gets back from preschool, because yeah, he's just really into cubbies and it's really fun to play with them. And now his little sister Poppy, she can also play, and she's been going through the tunnel and she has her own little room in the fort. So I love it and I'm leaving it up, but usually I have it quite clear behind me. Today there's a kiddo fort. That's just how it goes sometimes. I'm gonna start with my finished object. This is my Azor sweater. This is a 2-color colorwork sweater by Tete Beche Knitwear. The designer's name is Ollie, and I love it. I love it. So the details, it's a fingering weight sweater, US 4 needles. It's supposed to have a 2x2 rib for all of the finishing details. I did a 1x1 just because that's what I wanted to do, but it does have a 2x2. That's my only modification. Otherwise, I knit this 2 pattern. I have another Azor sweater. That was my first ever colorwork sweater. I think it was the 2nd or 3rd sweater I made. I chose the wrong size. I knit it and then I messed up in the colorwork, too many increases or something. It was the wrong size. I love it. I still wear it very often. It's blue and gold, but I wanted another one that I would make correctly. This one that I know of does not have any mistakes, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. I'll share a picture of me wearing it. Unfortunately, it's not really the season for this. I'm sure if I go to the beach, we're going to the beach in a few weeks, I'll go to the beach and there'll be chilly mornings and I can wear this. There's some chilly mornings. It's chilly this morning. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but by midday it'll be 80 Fahrenheit, so it'll be quite warm. But I am really happy with how this turned out. Now, the first time I knit this, I didn't know about color dominance. Now I know about color dominance. Yeah, I really love it. It did take me forever. I cast this on right after my daughter was born as like a fun me project to work on while I was taking some time off of YouTube and my design business, and I loved it, but it just took me a long time. And then I started getting busier. I didn't finish it during my leave. I started getting busier with designs and sample knitting. And so this took me about 8 months to finish. Again, nothing to do with the design or the yarn. It just took a while. So the yarn is Kelbourne Woolens Camper. I got it from a local yarn shop in my area, Oak City Fibers. It's a lovely shop. And my sister actually picked it up for me because she goes over there often where it is. And she was so kind. She picked up like half the yarn for this for me because I kept saying, oh, I need another ball. I need another ball. Are you going over there? But she's always in that area like every day. So it was very kind of her. She picked it up for me. And I actually, you guys will know this, but I'm trying to use yarn from my yarn pantry. And the issue that I have with that is I have trouble like guessing how much yarn I will need. Of course, it's written in the patterns, but I just think, oh, it'll be fine. And then I need another ball. So I needed another ball of this to finish the sleeve. And my sister got it, and the dye lot is like exactly the same. I reached out to the yarn shop and asked them, do you have this dye lot? This is what I need. And they said no, but to come look, bring my sweater, we can look at it together, whatnot. I wasn't able to do that because of life, but my sister brought it. They said if it was a problem, just bring it back. And it wasn't, and I feel like that doesn't always happen. So I was very excited about that. You can't even tell, I can't tell. I got to add length to the sleeves and the body, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. It fits me just how I was hoping. It's like full length on me, the sleeves are full length. I love it. I think in the fall I'm gonna wear this all the time. It's gonna be like the perfect pullover sweater, just what I was hoping. So I'm very excited. I love this one. I'm really, really excited to wear it in the fall. Not right now, it's way too hot. I was really drawn to the brown on brown. I tend to go for color work with a lot of contrast, and while this does have a lot of contrast, they're the same color, and I've really been liking that lately, like the stripes that are sort of the pink and purple stripes I've seen, or two different blues, two different white cream kind of colors. So I really liked the brown and the brown, and I don't know, I think it'll be really great for the fall. We'll see. But I think it'll be good. Okay, that's my only finished object. I have a lot of works in progress on my needles. 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 that are actively being worked on. There's a few that are on hold that you won't see today. I'm gonna start with one that I'm really, really excited about. One of my goals for my Make 9 was to use yarn I already have in my yarn pantry. And one way I wanted to do that was by making a scrappy blanket. I watched a few other knitters on YouTube, so Marlene and True Lane and Chelsea, so they have both made scrap blankets, and I've been following along on their scrap blanket journey and seeing what they're doing, how they choose their colors and that kind of thing. And I decided to make the one that Chelsea is making. It's called the Excavation Blanket, and this is my version so far. I love it. So here's how it started. I just decided I was going to grab all the fingering and DK weight scraps in my yarn pantry and cast on. One of the things I did not want to do was color management. I didn't want to have to put the colors in order or spend a lot of time thinking about it. So that's why I didn't go for like a sweet shop blanket or that kind of thing. I just didn't want it to be a big mental energy thing. I wanted it to be just super easy. I think it would be lovely to have something like that, but for what I need in this season of my life, I just wanted pick up a color, put it in. So that's how this began. But I got to about like this size, and I didn't like how it looked when I was just picking up random colors and putting them together. It just, I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I was thinking maybe I need to do something in between no color management and some. And so I picked up all of my pink and purple scraps and all of my white scraps that are fingering or DK weight. And I'm doing just a color and then white, color, then white, color, then white. And I'm just reaching in my bag, pulling one out, putting it back. I was doing a little bit of like purple, pink, but then I didn't, and I think it looks fine, not alternated. So I'm just reaching in, grabbing, and then gonna leave it at that. I'm actually gonna make this for Poppy, my daughter, so that she can have like a car blanket or something. It feels really nice to me. It's a nice blend of all the different sort of woolly yarns, but it's warm and squishy, and it's quite nice. I'm very happy with it. The Excavation Blanket is actually fingering weight, but Chelsea did DK weight, so that inspired me. I'm using US 6 needles, and I think you just keep going. It's a free pattern, so I'm gonna talk about it. You just keep increasing until it's the size square you want, and then you start decreasing. So it has the fringe on this side, so you don't have to weave in your ends, and then eventually there'll be a fringe on this side. My thought is that I actually might make it a rectangle instead of a square. So I'll just stop increasing like on one side and keep going, and it'll be a rectangle instead of a square. And I think I might like that shape a little bit better for my daughter, just as she's getting older, carried around, that kind of thing. I don't know yet how big I'll make it. I have so much yarn that I could just make it really big. Like I have this whole thing, and I didn't just grab my scraps, like small tiny ones. I grabbed yarn that I didn't have a plan for. So I don't have a plan for this. I could make Poppy a hat next year out of this, like I would be happy with that, but I'm just grabbing kind of anything right now. Like I don't know, I just have this much left of some Surrey, so I'm gonna put that in the blanket. That's a good scrap, but like this is like 3/4 of a ball. But if I'm just using it for like stripes, I'm not using that much. So I don't know if it'll meet my goal of like using up my yarn, but it's definitely meeting my goal of like making something special, using yarn I already have. And some of the yarn is actually gone. Some of these balls I'm going through, like I'm gonna complete this, you know. There's some that will be done, but some that won't be done. Like I have this from my champagne cardigan. I saved a little bit for mending if needed, and then this is all I have left. So I do want to use all of this. So I'll probably keep using this every few rows so that this will be gone, and then I won't have it anymore. I'm quite a yarn keeper, I guess. So I have this much of some Kashmir merino bloom, and I just like to hold on to yarn because you just never know. So I'm saving some for mending, and then saving some to catalog my yarns, which is another project I'll talk about another day. And then the rest is going into the blanket. So I have just been doing this like when I have some free time that I don't want to work on a design. I don't want to use like the mental energy to start a new project. It's been really nice to just have something. I get that frantic cast on energy whenever I finish a project, and this is really helping me not do that. Again, nothing wrong with casting on all the projects, but probably not what I should be doing because I have a few other like obligation knits going on. But this has just been so fun to work on, and I hope that Poppy will like it. I asked my son if he wanted one, and he said no. It wasn't soft, which fair enough. Next, I have a design sample that I'm hopefully finishing up soon. This is my Ollie's Classic Cardigan. It's a cardigan version of Ollie's Classic Crew, which is a crew neck sweater that I designed a few years ago out of Purl Soho Goodwool. And this is the cardigan version. I have to finish the button band and then do the sleeves, but then it will be done. I'm planning to send it out for test knit the end of this week. So if you'd like to test knit this, please get on my newsletter list. That is where I send it first. When there's sizes left over, I send them to my Instagram next. But usually about 1/2 to 3/4 fills up from the newsletter list. It just depends. So this is a DK weight sweater. It's on US 6 needles. It has the garter stripes. Now I will say this is cardigan, and like in the crew neck version, that's a pullover sweater, you did have to purl on the right side because it's knit in the round. But this is not like that. It's knit flat, and I'm so excited. There's no purling on the right side. So cardigans always have like a lot of purling, and that's fine, it happens. I designed the garter stripes to be on the wrong side, so you'll have more knitting and less purling than a usual cardigan. So I am glad that that worked out, but I clearly have to do the sleeves. It's not intended to be 2 colors, but this one is out of scrap yarn from a yarn closet, and so I made it 2 colors. The other sample will be all blue. I have new yarn for that Purl Soho sent me for this project. But anyway, it has these sort of double knit details that I love and are the same as the pullover version. This one is for my daughter for the fall and winter, and then I'm working on the second sample, which will be for my son. Just cute. I'm excited. Cute little sweaters in progress. My design process has been really slow this year with Poppy and my son being in preschool and just having a lot of life stuff. We've been in our new house for a year now, but it just feels like the projects are never ending. We moved a playset into the yard this weekend, so that ate up like all my knitting time, even though I wasn't the one moving it. My husband and some of our friends and family were helping move it. It was in our next door neighbor's yard, and they did not need it anymore, and so we asked if we could purchase it, and we moved it into our yard, and it's wonderful. My son is so happy, But yeah, this weekend was really busy with things like that, and like a DIY painting project my mom and I were working on yesterday. So not a lot of knitting time, and especially not a lot of design time. By the end of the day, I am exhausted. I don't want to do math on my spreadsheets, and so I just haven't been able to design as much, but it's still been fun. And I know there are still a lot of you out there that are purchasing my patterns, which I always appreciate. And it's been good to have patterns like this where I can work on it and send it out for tech, and it's just slowly coming, and I'll add it to my catalog of patterns, and then you can buy it whenever you'd like. So slowly adding more things. I do have a release coming up soon. It's for my adventure kerchief. I love this one. I just have to do the final work on the pattern PDF, and then I will list it for sale, and I'll obviously send you guys an email through my newsletter. I'll post on Instagram when I release it. I'll put it on here as well so you guys can see it. But it's a little scarf for the summer for your kiddo, or to tie on their backpack. That's probably what I'll do with my sons. He may not want to wear it, but my nephew modeled his for a little photo shoot. I'll put a picture up. My brother-in-law test knit my design, and so my nephew is wearing it around to water his plants, which is like what I envisioned. Like, this is your adventure scarf. You wear it out, you play imaginary play, you water the garden, you go to summer camp, and all the while you're wearing something that mom or dad or grandma or someone that loves you made for you. So seeing him with his little watering can in the pictures was kind of what I had hoped. And when I tie mine to my son's backpack, that'll also be what I hoped. But yeah, this will be out soon. I'll put some pictures in. I don't have it with me. It's somewhere in my son's stuff now, but I'll put some pictures in of my nephew wearing it, so you can go ahead and save that on Ravelry if you'd like to. Next, I have a super secret project. It is only a secret because it's a gift, but I'm trying really hard to keep this a secret, so I'm not going to talk about it today. But it has been like eating up all of my knitting time. It's been about a week and a half, and I've been furiously knitting on it. My son will come down and ask me in the morning, like, have you finished it? When is so-and-so's birthday? How many more days do you have left? He's rooting for me. But I've been working on it like when we're watching a show, and so he's seen it quite a bit. It's in my bag, and I will share it with you guys next week, I think. But I'll take some finished objects pictures before I gift it. And yeah, it's kind of like my biggest gift knit project lately. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to show you. I'll show you the yarn because I really am happy with the yarn. This yarn is, hopefully you can see that. This is Summer in Kashmir. It's by BC Garn. I got it from my local yarn shop years ago on a super sale, and I just bought all of the yarn that they had, and I thought, this is great yarn. I'm going to use it at some point, and this is the year I'm using it. It's a cotton cashmere blend, so it's so soft. Sometimes cotton feels not abrasive, but just like firm, I guess. I don't know. But this has the cashmere in it, so it feels really nice. And the color is Reed. It's sort of that dusty artichoke color it was very popular a few years ago. I think it's still in. Even if it's not, I still love it. And so does my gift recipient. So I cannot wait to share that with you guys. I'll share pictures, all the details later on. But that has been taking up a lot of my knitting time. So that's what I've been working on. My last project is, I put it in a fixer frog video like a whole year ago because I wasn't sure if I was going to fix it or just wear it how it was. So I left it in my closet, and I told myself if I wore it a certain number of times, I would just keep it. But if I didn't wear it, then I would fix it. And I did not wear it like at all, which was disappointing because I worked for a long time on it, and I love the yarn. I love the design. I just didn't knit it to what I needed. So I brought it back out. I cut the button band off. I'll put a picture. I don't think I even have finished object pictures of mine because, again, it just didn't fit me very well, so I didn't take a lot of pictures. But I'll put a picture of the original design so you can see it. I made the Cardi Jumper by Inez Oliveira. You've probably seen me talk about it if you followed me years ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. I test knit the redesign of her sweater, and I made the version that's supposed to have stripes, but I didn't do any stripes, and that was the problem. So I didn't do stripes, and I just used up all the yarn, and I thought, okay, that was all, but I didn't even think about the width of the stripes. Like, yeah, so it was really, really short. And since I was test knitting it, I wanted to finish it and give my feedback in time. So I finished it, and then I bought another ball of yarn and thought, okay, if I want to fix it, I have the yarn, but for now it's good. But I didn't wear it because like the stripes added a significant length, and I don't really know where my head was at. It was a difficult time for us, but I don't know. Anyway, it was way too short, and I just didn't love that. So I took off the button band. I cut off the button band, and I knew if I do this, there's no going back. Because it was a double knit button band. I think it was on US 0 needles with fingering weight yarn. It took a lot of time. So I cut off the buttons, I cut off the button band, unraveled all of that. Then I took off the ribbing, which I saved the yarn for that so I can just re-knit it. And I am adding length. So I've already added about 3 inches, and it's almost to where it was supposed to be for the full length. I have a little stitch marker somewhere. Oh, here. So I need about 1/4 of an inch left, so then it'll be the full length that was supposed to be from the underarm before I do the ribbing. I've tried it on. I am happy with the length. It's going to be closer to a full length cardigan, slightly cropped. I'll add the ribbing, then I'll decide about the button band. Now there's 2 versions of the button band for this sweater. There's a double knit and an I-cord, and I actually think I might go for the I-cord this time. I just feel like that's really cute right now. I've seen a lot of I-cord, and even those ties, I might modify it and make it I-cord ties. I've had it for like a year and I haven't worn it. So I just want to make it how I will wear it, I guess. I just really want to be able to wear it. It's fingering weight sweater, US 4 needles, and it has this fun shoulder construction where you get this nice line. Looks so neat. Then you add the sleeves, and yeah, I really do like it. I just it needs to be wearable, and so I'm really glad that I'm fixing it so that I will wear it. And it's almost ready for me to put the ribbing on and add the button band, and then it'll be done. This is what I'm not giving myself a timeline for. I will just finish it when I finish it. The yarn is Mondim by Rosa Pomar, and that's actually what I'm wearing as well. But I love, love, love this cardigan. This, I did not test knit. I wanted to test knit, and then I thought, no, if I really love the pattern, then I will make it after. And I did, and I finished it, and it has buttons, and I love it. This is a fingering weight bottom up cardigan, and I did shorten the sleeves on this one, but I'm happy with it. They're like just right at the end, sort of bracelet length. But I know the designer has since put out a heavier weight version and like top down instructions, so if you didn't want to do bottom up, you don't have to. It has the button band knit at the same time. Now the only thing I would change, which I still might change, is I might make the buttonholes smaller. They fit my buttons fine, but I've noticed they sort of gape open like this, and it doesn't bother me, but I do feel like it snags a little easier, or like my son or daughter can put their finger in and then like pull, and you know, I don't want it to like rip off, that kind of thing. So I might like close the buttonholes up just a tad, but I am really happy like with my buttons that I chose, and yeah, I really love it. There's a cardinal out right there. The cardinal is a North Carolina bird. It's also the state bird of a lot of states, which I learned recently. It's a little disappointing, but we have a ton of cardinals here, especially in our yard. We get just a lot of them, and they are so striking. I'll put a picture in if you don't know what cardinals are, if they're not in your area, but it was just quite bright, and I love it. Anyway, That's what I'm wearing. I have 4 acquisitions today to share with you. The first 3 are gifted to me from my parents. They just got back from a trip to Greece. There's a lot of backstory to this trip. My son loves airplanes, and last summer, the airport by us added a new flight with Lufthansa. If you are in Europe, you know the airline, but our airport is like mid-sized, and so they added a new airline. It was a big deal. They always celebrate. I'm sure other airports do this too. But they had a big showroom where you could come and do this virtual experience, and they had all the Lufthansa snacks and different models of all the planes. So my son loves airplanes. My mom and I took him to that. It was so much fun. But while we were there, you could enter to win a free flight. And my mom won. My mom and dad won, and so they took their free trip to Greece, airlines, whatnot, and they just got back. I helped them plan a little bit. I haven't been there, but I just love doing that kind of research. I love looking up coffee shops, restaurants, tours, just daydreaming about it, essentially. So I sent them a lot of information, hotel ideas, itinerary, things like that. Got me some yarn, which was so kind. The first is this Lang Mohair. Oh, I just heard Poppy. Okay, my sweet girl woke up, and so she is here now for helping me film. I just have a few acquisitions left. I know, this is so fun, isn't it? Anyway, the second one that they picked out for me was this Lang Super Soxx Kashmir sock 4-ply. She gave me some cashmere socks for Christmas, and I wore them so much. They were so warm, and I loved them just so much. So she got this, and it feels so soft. Poppy is about to eat the label. But I love the pink. I think it is so fun, and I cannot wait to make them. The last one is not really for me. It is so funny, my dad picked it out for himself. It's Lang Noble Yak, natural brown. I think the little yak on there is just so cute. So he picked this out for a hat for himself, and he doesn't have a brown hat. I always make him a green hat. And I actually got yarn to make him a green hat for this year for his birthday, which was in January, but I didn't make it yet because it just got warm, and anyway, I hadn't made it yet. So I told him I would make this for him for his 2025 hat, and then 2026 I'll just use the yarn that I got for this year that's green. But anyway, it was just fun because he picked this out, so it'll be a gift for him, but I will make it, so it's kind of for me too. I've never used yak yarn before. Okay, Poppy, what's next? Okay. Yeah. So next, my last acquisition is this Rerum Natura Penelope. You got more, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Is it cute? It's a cute yarn. Yeah. Okay, so, sorry, she's really distracting because she's really cute. This is from Amy Sure Makes Shop. I'm an affiliate for their yarn shop, and so they gifted one full sweaters quantity for me to make something with, and I'm making this as part of their knit along. And I will put up a picture. I'm making the Mariner sweater by Amy Sure, and I'm using this yarn. This is a wool silk blend. It's DK weight. It's amazing. I've used the fingering weight for Amy for a sample, but I hadn't used this yarn before. And I wanted to make something new, but also something wearable. I'm gonna swap this out on my Make 9, and this is the contrast color that I chose. I'll use this for the stripes. Do you like this one too? Yeah. This is my swatch. Sorry, I'm holding Poppy with one hand, trying to keep her out of the camera. And it's a little big, so I'm gonna have to go down a needle size. I used US 6 for the swatch, and it's gonna be a US 5. So Amy's knit along has been going on for quite some time. Unfortunately for me, I ordered this yarn before it started, and it came. It said that it came, but it was marked arrived by the post office, all that. I got an email, it was delivered, but it just didn't. and I did not know what to do. So I filed a missing mail report. It had been almost 2 weeks, and I talked to Amy, and they had to wait before they could file something because there's insurance on the package, all of that. But I was just mostly disappointed because I wanted my yarn, and I had to keep calling the post office to ask them what happened. It said it was delivered, but we have a kiosk system, and so it didn't come to my door. It wasn't in my kiosk. I don't know what happened. I reached out to the post office, did the report, and eventually it came back resolved and just said, like, it said it was delivered, but it went to the wrong address. Like, we know you don't have it, but we can't help you. So that was just really disappointing. Plus, it was gifted, and I just felt so bad because I'm like, I don't want to ask you to send me more because you already sent me this. And anyway, I think I just needed to keep waiting because it was almost 2 weeks, like 11 days, and it showed up at my door with another package that I had given up on. So it came, and now I just have to cast it on. Puppy. It's only a matter of time before she pulled down the tripod. Yeah. Yeah. Let mom finish. I'm almost done. Okay, girly? I do have an affiliate link, so if you're shopping with Amy's shop or you want this pattern or this yarn, I have that in the description box below at no cost to you. It gives me a little bit of a commission, which helps me keep doing my designing, knitting, these YouTube videos. Long story short, my yarn came and I'm really excited to use it and cast on. I have to finish my secret gift knit, and then this will be next on my list. I hope you have a lovely weekend and happy knitting.